The art of focus, unleashing your potential in a distracted world. Welcome to a journey that could transform your life. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that touches every single one of us in this hyper connected, always on world. We're going to explore the hidden power of focus and how mastering it can unlock levels of potential you never knew you had. Before we begin, I want to acknowledge the incredible individual whose insights have shaped this conversation. Krystal Benson, a visionary in the field of productivity and personal growth, has dedicated her life to helping people break free from the chains of distraction and tap into their true capabilities. Her groundbreaking work has touched countless lives, empowering individuals to reclaim their time, their attention, and ultimately their dreams. The wisdom I'm about to share with you comes from my enlightening conversation with Krystal, and I believe it has the power to revolutionize the way you approach your work, your relationships, and your life. Now, let me ask you a question. When was the last time you felt truly, deeply focused? When did you last lose yourself in a task, oblivious to the world around you, operating at the peak of your abilities? If you're like most people, those moments are rare gems in a sea of distraction. We live in an age of unprecedented distraction. Our phones buzz incessantly, our inboxes overflow, social media beckons at every turn. The world demands our attention, fracturing it into a thousand tiny pieces. And in this chaos, something precious is being lost. Our ability to focus, truly focus, is slipping away. But here's the thing, this isn't just about productivity, it's about the quality of our lives. It's about our ability to connect deeply with others, to solve complex problems, to create, to innovate. It's about our capacity to live lives of meaning and purpose. Crystal's research has shown something startling. The average person today has an attention span shorter than that of a goldfish. Let that sink in for a moment. We, with our complex brains and infinite potential, struggle to maintain focus for longer than a tiny fish swimming in circles. But before you despair, know this, there's hope. The ability to focus isn't lost, it's just untrained. And that's where the exciting part begins. Imagine for a moment what your life would be like if you could harness the full power of your focus. Picture yourself tackling your most important work with laser like precision, free from the usual distractions. Envision connecting with your loved ones on a deeper level, fully present in each moment. Think about the goals you could achieve, the problems you could solve, the impact you could make if you could consistently channel your full attention and energy. This isn't a fantasy, it's a possibility. And today I'm going to show you how to make it your reality. Let's start with a fundamental truth. Your attention is your most valuable resource. It's more precious than your time, more valuable than money, because without attention, time is meaningless. Without focus, opportunity slips away. Crystal's work has revealed that the most successful people in any field aren't necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They're the ones who have mastered the art of focus. They've learned to cut through the noise, to direct their attention with precision and purpose. But here's the crucial part, this isn't about working harder. It's not about cramming more into your day. It's about working smarter. It's about doing less, but doing it with more intensity, more purpose, more focus. Let me share a story that illustrates this point powerfully. Crystal worked with a client, let's call him David, who was a talented software engineer. David was working 70-hour weeks, constantly juggling multiple projects, always feeling behind. He was burning out fast. Crystal helped David implement what she calls deep work sessions. For 2 hours each morning, David would work on his most important task with absolute focus. No email, no phone, no distractions, just pure, concentrated effort. The results were astonishing. Within a month, David was producing more high quality work in those 2 focused hours than he had previously achieved in entire days. His stress levels plummeted, his creativity soared. And here's the kicker, he cut his working hours almost in half. This isn't an isolated case. Crystal has seen this pattern repeated across industries, across cultures. When we learn to focus deeply, we tap into reserves of productivity and creativity we never knew we had. But let's be clear, this isn't easy. In a world designed to fracture our attention, choosing to focus is an act of rebellion. It requires courage, it demands commitment, but the rewards, oh, the rewards are beyond measure. So how do we do it? How do we cultivate this superpower of focus in a world of endless distraction? Crystal's research has identified three pillars: clarity, environment, and practice. First, clarity. You cannot focus if you don't know what to focus on.
This sounds simple, but it's profound. Many of us drift through our days reacting to whatever demands our attention. We mistake busyness for productivity. True focus begins with ruthless clarity about what matters most. It requires us to define our priorities with precision. What are your most important goals? What tasks will move the needle most significantly towards those goals? These are the areas that deserve your deepest focus. Krystal encourages a daily practice of identifying your focus targets, the one or two tasks that, if accomplished with full attention, would make the day a success. This clarity acts like a compass, guiding your attention through the storm of distraction. The second pillar is environment. Your ability to focus is profoundly influenced by your surroundings. This includes both your physical space and your digital environment. Krystal's research has shown that even the mere presence of your smartphone, even if it's turned off, can significantly reduce your cognitive capacity. It's as if part of your brain is constantly on alert, waiting for that next notification. Creating an environment conducive to focus is crucial. This might mean designating a specific area for deep work, free from clutter and distractions. It could involve using website blockers during focus sessions. For some, it might even mean radical steps like removing social media apps from their phones. Remember David, the software engineer? A key part of his transformation was creating a focused sanctuary, a space in his home dedicated solely to deep work. When he entered that space, his brain knew it was time to focus. The third pillar is practice. Focus is a skill, and like any skill, it improves with deliberate practice. Krystal recommends starting small. Begin with short periods of focused work, perhaps 25 minutes, followed by a short break. Gradually increase the duration as your focus muscle strengthens. A powerful technique Krystal teaches is the focus reset. When you notice your mind wandering, and it will gently but firmly bring your attention back to the task at hand. Each time you do this, you're strengthening your ability to focus. Now, I want to address something important. As you embark on this journey to mastering focus, you will face resistance. Your brain, accustomed to the dopamine hits of constant stimulation, will rebel. You'll feel the urge to check your phone, to switch tasks, to do anything but stay focused. This is normal. In fact, it's a good sign. It means you're pushing against the boundaries of your comfort zone. And that's where growth happens. Krystal often tells her clients discomfort is the price of growth. Embrace that discomfort. See it as a sign that you're on the right path. Let me share another powerful story from Krystal's work. She worked with a writer, Sarah, who had been struggling for years to finish her novel. Sarah's days were a whirlwind of activity, social media, emails, household chores, but her novel remained unfinished. Krystal helped Sarah implement a focused writing practice. Every day, without fail, Sarah would write for 2 hours. No internet, no phone, just Sarah and her words. The first few days were excruciating. Sarah felt restless, anxious. Her mind screamed for distraction, but she persevered, and slowly, something magical began to happen. Sarah found herself sinking into a state of deep focus. Ideas flowed, words poured onto the page. 6 months later, Sarah had completed her first draft. But more than that, she had rediscovered her passion for writing. She had tapped into a well of creativity she thought had run dry. This is the power of focus. It doesn't just make us more productive, it reconnects us with our passions. It allows us to do our best work. It brings a sense of fulfillment that no amount of busy work can match. But the benefits of mastering focus extend far beyond our work lives. Krystal's research has shown that people who cultivate deep focus report higher levels of overall life satisfaction. They experience less stress and anxiety. They feel more in control of their lives. Think about it. How often do you find yourself half listening to a loved one while your mind is elsewhere? How frequently do you rush through moments that should be savored? The ability to focus deeply allows us to be truly present in our lives. It enhances our relationships, deepens our experiences, and ultimately leads to a more fulfilling existence. Now, I want to be clear. The goal isn't to be focused all the time. That's neither possible nor desirable. Our brains need periods of rest and diffuse attention. The key is to be intentional about when we focus and when we allow our minds to wander. Krystal advocates for a rhythm of intense focus followed by true rest. This could mean periods of deep work interspersed with short walks in nature. It might involve alternating focused work sessions with moments of mindfulness or meditation. This rhythmic approach not only enhances our ability to focus, but also boosts our creativity. Some of our best ideas come when we allow our minds to wander after periods of intense focus. As we near the end of our time together, I want to leave you with a challenge. For the next week, I want you to commit to 1 hour of deep, focused work each day. Choose a task that's important to you, something aligned with your larger goals. Create the conditions for focus, a quiet space, no distractions. And for that hour, give it your all. At the end of the week, reflect on your experience. Notice how it feels to engage deeply with your work. Pay attention to what you've accomplished. But more than that, sir, notice how it affects other areas of your life. Do you feel more present in your relationships, more satisfied with your days, more aligned with your purpose? This challenge isn't just about getting more done. It's about reconnecting with what matters most to you. It's about reclaiming your attention, your time, your life. Because here's the truth. In a world that's constantly vying for your attention, your ability to focus is your superpower. It's what will set you apart. It's what will allow you to do work that matters, to make a real impact. Imagine a world where we all learn to harness the power of deep focus. Picture the innovations we could create, the problems we could solve, the art we could produce. Envision the depth of connections we could form, the level of understanding we could achieve. This isn't just about personal productivity, it's about unlocking human potential on a global scale. It's about creating a world that values depth over superficiality, meaning over distraction. So I challenge you, become a master of your attention, guard it fiercely, direct it purposefully. Use it to create, to solve, to connect, to grow. Start today. Start now. Choose focus. Choose depth. Choose to live with intention and purpose. Remember, every moment of focus is a vote for the person you want to become and the world you want to create. Your attention is your most precious resource. Use it wisely, direct it purposefully, and watch as your world transforms. The power to change your life, and indeed to change the world, is within you. It lies in your ability to focus on what truly matters. Embrace this power, master it, and step into the fullness of your potential. Thank you.